I was driving home from work and I stopped at a stoplight, because that's what you do. You stop at red lights. And I looked to the side and I saw a park bench that had an advertisement for dog breeding on it. And you know, everybody's seen Old Yeller and 101 Dalmatians, so they know about dog breeding. You know, and they say, yeah, I've seen 101 Dalmatians. I understand, you know, mommy dog, daddy dog, and then pups come out. But do they really understand about dogs? And so I thought I'd get involved, you know, because I noticed that this dog breeder donated a lot of money to charities. And I'm all about charities and donating money and stuff because I got plenty money. So, you know, I'm into that. As a filmmaker, I thought this was something I want to get involved in. So I went to the website and I joined the forum, you know, signed up, and my username was breeding from a park bench, because that's how I found out about it, you know, from the park bench advertisement. And, you know, I got a couple responses from some, you know, people, and they invited me over. And so I at the first practice breeding session I was at, it was really interesting because, you know, I was really actually shy, and I kind of like sat alone, looked up, didn't make a lot of eye contact with the dogs while they were practicing breeding and things like that. You know, they were getting ready and stuff. It was kind of difficult, you know, all the, the sniffing and the, you know, walking around each other and stuff like that, turning around in a circle, you know, the whole thing. I was just kind of like standing, you know, I was off to the side, you know, I really wasn't making eye contact. I was just taking in all the sounds, you know, of the dogs breeding, and their mannerisms, their communication with each other, you know, the barking and the yipping. It was just breathtaking. It was breathtaking. And as a filmmaker, it was hard for me to, you know, not just jump right in there and get involved, you know, at first. But, you know, as I went to more and more practice sessions, I felt more like, you know, like getting in there, getting my hands wet, you know, and getting more involved in what the dogs were doing. And I started to feel more at home with the whole process. You know, I know what you're thinking, you know, wow, a guy in a room full of horny dogs, you'd think, you know, I'd be like, that's really awesome. But to be honest, I was really intimidated, you know, it's a tough situation. And so I took a lot to get used to. You know, most people sit around and they say, if it isn't a pedigree, it isn't, you know, it doesn't count. But I'm telling you, mutts can do it just as good as the purebreds. It was wonderful. I learned a lot. You know, human beings think they've got it going on, but the dog has us beat. I'm telling you, they can do things I never even dreamed possible, you know, and I got really involved in it, you know, and as a filmmaker, I wanted to get more hands-on with the whole process. And there was a gentleman that was trying to inseminate his Akita with some sperm that he'd gotten from Japan. And you know, I helped with the whole process. You know, you have to manually stimulate the dog into giving up the sample, and then you have to freeze it cryogenically. There's a lot of science involved in it. You know, there's a lot of offense and defense involved with, you know, getting a dog to do something like that. And you take the turkey baster, and it's really interesting how you do it. And it's you know, her pooch, and then she eventually had the pups. And I felt like it was the first time in my life that I felt like I was a father. I really did. I really felt like I was the father of those pups. You know, we had a lot of fun. The team I was on had a lot of fun breeding all the dogs together and stuff. And it was something I really enjoyed donating my money and time to, because I have plenty money.